Hi everyone, welcome back to our YouTube channel. Australian Nursing Board in 2020 has made a major change in registration process, and the change was moving from bridging program to OBA process. So currently for the past 4 years, nurses who is applying for this process need to clear the NCLEX-RN and OSCE examination. So now the Australian Nursing Board has updated with a new streamlined pathway for certain countries from April 2025. And today we are going to discuss about this streamlined pathway in detail, which will be coming into effect from this April. So for more updation and information regarding this topic, we have Mr. Thomas Cherrier, the General Manager of MWT Educational Consultancy. So, hi sir.
Hi.
What is this updation, this coming updation in this April?
Okay. In 2025 April, Australian Nursing Board has released an update saying that they are planning to start a new streamlined pathway. Okay. And this streamlined pathway will be specifically for nurses from 6 countries, that is Canada, US, UK, Ireland, Singapore and Spain. Okay. And they have made certain criteria for that in order to. So the thing is, there are a lot of job opportunities in Australia and they want nurses to come. So till now it was, as everybody knows, that we had a process, OBA process, that is they have to take the NCLEX-RN as well as OSCE. So now from New Zealand they were just transferring, mutual transfer was going on. That is, they just need, once they are registered in New Zealand, they just have to apply to the Australian Nursing Board and they get a registration over there. So they get a waiver of NCLEX-RN and OSCE. Similarly, they have extended this. They are planning to extend this to 6 other countries. Okay. 6 other jurisdictions. Okay, that is the term they have used. So it will be available, the same pattern will be available for the 6 countries. Okay. So I hope this is what streamlined pathway is.
Okay. So there are 2 pathways are there, pathway 1 and pathway 2. So what is the difference between these 2?
Okay, so they have clearly mentioned that there is 2 pathways, as you told, the streamlined pathway 1 and pathway 2. So we have to be very careful in understanding this. Pathway 1 is for the candidates who have got a qualification, okay, who have got a qualification in the said 6 jurisdictions, okay, and got a 1,800 hours of practical placement. Practicals, so not practicals, it's just experience. They need to have an experience over there, and then the required criteria, they have to meet the required criteria. And they have specifically mentioned that the experience should be none later than 2017. I hope it's clear. So that is the streamlined pathway 1. Now for pathway 2, it's clearly mentioned that it is applicable for the nurses who have a qualification outside this 6 jurisdictions, but have met the registration criteria and got a registration in the said 6 jurisdictions and got an experience of 1,800 hours. I hope it's clear. But here another thing we have to be very clear is they should have got a qualification before 2017. It should not be after that. Okay, but the experience, they have to meet the registration criteria. They have to have a registration in 6 countries and got the experience over there also.
Sir, you mentioned in pathway 2 the nurses need to undergo the registration process, but you didn't mention it in pathway 1. So is there any criteria or is there any process?
Of course, a nice question, Preeti. The thing is, in pathway 1, I have already mentioned that they should have a qualification from the 6 jurisdictions, any one of the 6 jurisdictions. So it is automatically clear that once they get a qualification, they will get, it might be leading to registration, or they can work only if they get a registration. So automatically the registration is needed over there.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for the information. So, is there any exceptional in the qualification for these 2 pathways?
This standard clearly mentioned that this will not be applicable for nurses who have a sole qualification in mental health, pediatric, and disability. Okay. And those who have a substantially equivalent qualification. So this streamlined pathway will not be applicable for this.
Sir, you explained about these two pathways. So my question is there any other criteria for the nurses to meet?
Yep. Yes, Preeti. Of course, the nurses, as for any overseas nurses who want to get a registration in Australia, they have to meet certain criteria, that they should have a recency of practice, they should clear their criminal history, they should have the language, they should meet the language requirements, they should have a continuing professional development points. So all these things are in addition to the criteria which I have mentioned about the pathway. So this has to be met by the nurses. But on a case-to-case basis, the case manager will be looking into a profile, the nurse's profile, and giving a detailed report.
So thank you, sir. Thank you so much for the updates. So I think everything is clear now about the streamlined pathway for nurses. So if you have any doubts, do contact MWT Consultancy. So stay tuned and
stay connected.